This is Jarrod Horak, and in this horse racing handicapping video, I'm going to analyze the Remington Springboard Mile at Remington Park. That race will be run Friday, December 13th, 2024, and it is a Kentucky Derby 2025 points race. Now I'm covering all of the Derby points races on my YouTube channel, just like I do each year. My top choices have 4 wins and a runner-up finish through the first 8 Kentucky Derby 2025 points races. Keep checking my YouTube channel each week for these horse racing handicapping videos. And I'm doing my Derby and Oaks video series each week, just like I do each year. Now, I did get home 2 Kentucky Derby points race winners last week, Muhimma in the Grade 2 Demoiselle Stakes, and then Tenma in the Grade 2 Starlet Stakes. And I'm covering, in addition to the Remington Springboard Mile on the road to the Derby this week, I'm also doing the Los Alamitos Futurity Saturday, December 14th. I'm going to post that video later this week. If you want a bonus free pick each day, go over to my personal website, therunawayrhorse.com, and click on my Better Bets blog tab at the top of the homepage if you want a free pick from around the country each day. Now, I did have Better Bets top choice winners in stakes races on December 6th and December 7th. I got home an exacta at Turf Paradise on December 10th, and then a top choice winner at Tampa Bay Downs earlier today. So go over to therunawayrhorse.com, click on my Better Bets blog tab if you're interested in checking out my free picks each day. And now we're going to do the Remington Springboard Mile, 12th race at Remington Park, Friday, December 13th, 2024. $300,000 Remington Springboard Mile for 2-year-olds traveling 1 mile on the main track. Scheduled post time 11:26 p.m. Eastern Time. So we have a late night post time for this race. We have a full field in here, and let's dive right in, beginning with number 1, Coal Battle. This horse is 10-1 morning line. 2 for 4 lifetime. His 2 good efforts were both in Louisiana in sprint races, and he was on wet tracks those days. And also he had Lasix in those 2 starts. And that one of them was his career debut at Evangeline Downs in the slop at 5 furlongs. He rallied to win that race easily. And then last time out, the Jean Lafitte Stakes at Delta Downs, 6.5 furlongs in the mud. He was the favorite. He rallied to win that race by more than 2 lengths. In the 2 races that he did not have Lasix, they were both on turf. At Kentucky Downs in a stakes race at 1 mile, he was 4th in a 12-horse field. And then a 1-mile turf race at Keeneland, he was 7th in a 12-horse field. So now he's going to stretch out in distance from the inside post. He'll probably save ground behind the speed. Blue Angel is number 2, one of multiple horses for trainer Steve Asmussen. This is a $230,000 son of Gun Runner, and he won his debut as the favorite in a 7-horse field in the slop at Remington Park at 6.5 furlongs on November 18th. He stalked from 5th, he took the lead, and he won by a head. Didn't get much of a speed rating there, so he's going to have to run faster. Now, Speed King is number 3, 7-2 morning line for trainer Ron Moquette. This is a $100,000 purchase. This one's the son of Volatile, and Rafael Bejarano is going to ride. And he ran well in his debut. He was 22-1, 12-horse field at Churchill Downs at 6 furlongs on November 1st. And he got out to the front. He got a clear lead, and he won nicely by 2.25 lengths. Now, since that race, he had a bullet workout at Oaklawn Park on November 22nd, 5 furlongs and 101 flat, best of 11, and he's worked twice since that work. So for this horse, he should be forwardly placed, stretching out in distance in his 2nd career start, and he did earn a quality speed rating in his debut. Number 4, Dominant Spirit for Brett Calhoun. This is a gelded son of Mo Heyman, and in his debut, he dueled on the lead, 5 furlongs at Remington Park. He was the favorite, and he graduated by more than 4 lengths. Second time out in the Clever Trevor Stakes, he was the favorite. He pressed the pace, he took the lead, but he could not hold on in the stretch. He just did miss. Jolly Samurai ran him down. Now, in that last race, the pace was not fast. They were going in that 7 furlong Clever Trevor, 23-2, 47, 112 and 2. And those were below par fractions. So the race shape was in his favor there, but he was not able to hold off the closer. So Dominant Spirit, now stretching out after 2 sprints, should impact the pace. Brooklyn Alley Cat's number 5. He's 2 for 6 overall. Back-to-back wins, 7.5 furlongs on turf. That was a maiden special weight race at Remington on October 2nd. And then an entry-level allowance race, 1 mile on the main track at Remington Park. He rallied from 18 lengths back to win that one. Now, the pace was definitely in his favor in that last race. Looking at the pace ratings, the pace was above par, and he was able to rally into that pace and win by a length and a quarter. So he'll probably get pace help again, but he is facing better and he needs to run faster. SA number 6, 20-1 morning line. He's 2 for 4 overall and 1 for 2 at Remington Park. He won his debut at Lone Star against Texas Bred Company, going wire to wire at 5 furlongs. Then he was in a turf sprint stakes race at Kentucky Downs. He was 6th in a 9-horse field. The Kip DeVille Stakes at Remington Park, that was on the main track at 6 furlongs. Jolly Samurai beat him. He was 17 lengths back. Last time out at Remington, non-winners 2 lifetime allowance race, 5.5 furlongs. He battled on the pace and he won by a half length. He's stretching out in his second start after a layoff, and he's another one that's going to have to run faster against better horses. Jolly Samurai, a perfect 3 for 3. This is a first Samurai gelding for trainer Danny Pish, and Rene Diaz is going to stay aboard, and he's 3 for 3 with this one, and he's 6 for 18 with this barn. Good jockey trainer team. Good closer here. He won his 5.5 furlong debut at 13-1 odds. Didn't get much pace help in that race, but he won anyway. Second time out, the Kip DeVille Stakes, the pace was solid enough there, and he was able to rally from last to win by a neck. And then last time out, the Clever Trevor Stakes. I mentioned he didn't get a lot of pace help, but he was able to win anyway by a half length. So he went from 5.5 furlongs to 6 to 7 to now 1 mile. And he should get pace help again, and he should be closing. Number 8 in here is Complex Music. This is a son of Complexity. They paid $110,000 for this one. 2 for 6 overall, and a big win last time out at Horseshoe Indy, 6 furlongs. It was an allowance race for trainer Steve Asmussen, and this horse just ran away. He sat in third, he took over, and he won by 8 lengths. Visually impressive win. Now he's going to stretch out in distance for the first time. We'll see how far he wants to go. Dr. Ruben M. in from Southern California for trainer Doug O'Neill. This one's 6-1 morning line with a win and 2 seconds from 4 starts. And he ran well in back-to-back 1 mile races. He was second after dueling on the lead at Del Mar on October 24th, Santa Anita on October 14th. He got the lead. He opened up a clear lead in the stretch. He held on by 3/4 of a length. Now Rank was second. Rank came back and finished second again as the favorite in a maiden race. Brother Tony was third. So he faced a couple decent horses there, and then he finished behind Emerald Bay before that. Another decent one, Getaway Car before that, a Bob Baffert trainee. So he's been facing some good horses in California in the maiden ranks, and now he's going to step up and face winners. He should be all over the pace, and he did earn a good speed rating last time. Medicine Dog, number 10, 20-1 morning line, adding blinkers. He was a well-beaten 5th as a big favorite, 10 cents on the dollar in a 7-horse field at 5.5 furlongs last time out. Non-winners 2 lifetime allowance race, and he stuck the pace, and he just faded 5th, beaten 6 lengths. His effort in the Clever Trevor wasn't bad, and his maiden win, maiden claiming 30 in the debut when he won by 9, was really good. But he was claimed out of that race, and then in the Clever Trevor, he was a solid 3rd. But forwardly placed runners, the race flow was in his favor there, and then he just didn't run well last time. Maybe they're going to throw the blinkers on, hoping that will wake him up, get him back to his Clever Trevor type effort. But he's going to have to even run better than that to be competitive here. Mr. Omaha. This one, 3 for 4 with a runner-up finish at Remington Park. So all of his races at Remington, he is a Oklahoma bred, and he faced Oklahoma Bred Company in all 4 starts. He won his last 3 starts easily, back-to-back stakes wins against State Bred Company in his last pair, and he handled the 1 mile distance last time out. Facing better company in here, he'll have to step up his game. Keeno, number 12 in here for Steve Asmussen, a son of Keen Ice. This is a Calumet farm horse. And for this horse, a win in 2 seconds from 4 starts, and he's 0 for 2 with a runner-up finish at Remington. That runner-up finish was last time out at 1 mile at Remington, where he rallied from 17 lanes back to finish second. I mentioned Brooklyn Alley Cat rallied from far back there as well to win that race. So the race shape was definitely in his favor last time out. But for him, he wasn't quite able to get there. And from that far outside post, facing better horses, I don't think we're going to have a complete pace meltdown in here. But he's going to have to really run the race of his life. So now I'll give out my top 4 choices in here. My 4th choice will be number 9, Dr. Ruben M., coming in from California. He's a big pace player in here. This is a son of Vino Rosso, and they're probably going to aggressively handle him. Edwin Maldonado's the rider. He does good work with trainer Doug O'Neill. He's ridden this horse in all of his starts, and he likes to send horses out of there when they have speed, so I would expect that that's exactly what he's going to do. Complex Music, number 8, will be my third choice in here. This one coming off that big win at Horseshoe Indy last time out, and he's stretching out in distance. He has some stamina influences on the dam side of the pedigree. My second choice, number 3, Speed King. Probably will go off the favorite in here. I like that debut. And for trainer Ron Moquette, he's going to stretch out in distance. He's been working well since the debut, and he has some route influences on the dam side of the pedigree as well. And my top choice in here is going to be the 7, Jolly Samurai. He's earned strong late pace ratings. His late pace ratings are the best in this field, and they improved in each of his 3 starts as he went longer distances. So 5.5 furlongs in the debut, decent late pace rating. That late pace rating was even better second time out at 6 furlongs, and then even better in that slow early, fast late, clever Trevor Stakes at 7 furlongs last time. So going all the way out now to a mile, if he can get enough pace help, he will be striking from off the pace, and I think that he can wear them down in the stretch and get the job done in the 2024 Remington Springboard Mile. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment if you like this horse racing content. Keep checking my YouTube channel for all of these Derby and Oaks on the Road to the Derby and Oaks video series that I do each year. And until I see you next time, good luck at the races.